Okay, if we look at that, determine the nature of the roots. The nature is asking, does it cross the x-axis? Right? When you see determine the nature, all you're looking to establish is the b squared minus 4ac. Alright? Aye, they're absolutely fine. What it's looking for you to understand is whether the parabola goes through the x-axis and has two roots, alright? Two real roots, two real and distinct roots. Okay, you need to write those words. You need to write two real and distinct roots. Okay, so that's for greater than 0, or remember it could be a max or a min. Okay, it just doesn't matter. Okay, when it just touches it once, okay, that will equal 0. Have root is real and distinct. Oh, sorry, root is real. Yeah, it's not distinct because there's only one of them. Or if it's less than 0, what it means is there's no root at all. It doesn't cut the x-axis. It doesn't cut x. Right. So b squared minus 4ac less than 0, and there's no roots. Okay. So for this one, instead of doing the whole formula, you are just finding b squared minus 4ac. All right. Putting in the numbers. Okay, and just being careful with the signs. And then you're finishing with b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. Therefore, they are two real distinct. Which okay, so x is going to be the width of that grey. Okay, so it goes all the way around. Okay, so write down an expression for the length of terms of x. So we've got length. Now we get given, or we get told, the length of the picture, so that central bit is 13 centimetres. Okay, so from there, nice straight line, to there is 13 centimetres. But that's not the full length of the card, we're asked for the length of the card, so it's 13 plus this wee bit, which is x, plus this wee bit, which is x. So it's plus 2 x's. So the length is 13 plus 2x. Okay, that's it. That's part A of that question. Part A, part 1. Okay, so A part 1 is just, that's it. Hence show that 4x squared plus 44x minus 153 equals 0. Now what the hell is that? Well, we know that you're given the area up here. We're given it 270. We know that the area of a rectangle is length times breadth. Now they're giving us a clue of where to go with it. We've worked out length. So if we know that area equals length times breadth, that's just something we need to know. Okay, if we get an expression for breadth, okay, how wide it is, then we can multiply it together to get the area. So do we have enough information? Well, we've got the fact that this is 9. And again, we're adding an x on the right hand side and an x on the left hand side. So my breadth is equal to 9 plus 2x. So my area is equal to my length times my breadth. Now you get given your area as well. So you get given the area in the question, your area is 270. So 270 is equal to length times breadth. And then it's just a case, then it's a case of breaking it up. There's a calculator paper. So 13 times 9, you're not doing it in your head. Okay, so 13 times 9, 13 times 2x is 26x. 2x times 9 is 18x. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Okay, now we're working with something a wee bit better. Okay. We want to equate it to 0.
Like terms, that's fine.
Yep, like terms. Alright. Now the 4x squared and everyone's on the wrong side for me. Okay, so I'm going to flip it round. I'm not going to do anything to the equation, I'm just going to flip it so everything's on the right side. Okay, so 4x squared plus 44x plus 117 is equal to 270. And then I'm going to equate it to 0. 4x squared plus 44x plus 117 minus 270 when I bring it across is going to give us our minus 153. And that is us proved what it's asking for. That's what it was looking for.
How did you get it to the five?
Just move the 270 across.
And where did you get the A 270 up there? Let's see, we've done. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's us showing that answer.
Where did the 270 go?
Where did the 270 go?
Yeah, like now it says equals 0. I'm confused with one of the steps.
That's the step. Oh, sorry. Just brought it to the other side. Two 270 just goes from the right to the left, becomes a negative. Alright, so it's very similar to that last question we did, where it was length times breadth times height, because we were finding out the volume. Alright, that's where that expression's coming from. Alright, we're just trying to prove that. Now, going back to the question, calculate x, the width of the border. It's asking us to do it to one decimal place, so we're going to be using the formula. Okay, but calculating x with a quadratic just means we're going to use the quadratic formula. To take that 4x squared plus 44x minus 153 equal to 0. And we're just putting it into formula. All right, we're just putting that twice. Okay, so x equals minus, just need to put that in your calculator. You get two answers for the x. One of them is going to be obviously right, and one of them is going to be obviously wrong. Okay. One of them is going to be 2.8. One of them is going to be minus 13.8. The minus answer is obviously wrong. You cannot get a minus width. X can't be a minus number. So your answer is 2.8 centimeters. The width of the frame, 2.8 centimeters. Oh. That's because you know. Well, you're not going to minus 44 now. So you do minus 44 plus. You've just done the root part. You've just done that.
The answer for the equation part of the question says 2x equals 1. So how do you write that? Like how
X
how
equals
do we
1.
know that? Yeah,
Where are you?
like see how do we answer underneath?
2x equal. Eh? I don't know what that means. I think that's just a misprint. 2x equals 1 is gibberish. X equals
I know, I
1.
don't understand what it means.
Daniel, I was going to ask, see the marks that are on the right hand side of the paper itself.
Yep,
There's a little one sitting higher up on the margin.
this
Do
one.
we get? Yeah, is that there's no question kind of above that indicating what that actually gets? Is that like a
That's
you
for
get a point for turning up or what?
Aye, be nice.
If only.
That's for the first part. So write down an expression in terms of x. It's just
Right.
your length equals 13 plus 2x. That'll give you a mark.
All right. Okay.
Then you get 2 marks for this part, and then you get 4 marks for the last bit. The 4 marker, just be aware of this, the 4 marker, you don't have to have done A to do it. It gives you what you need to use. It gives you your 4x squared plus 44x minus 153. So you already have that. You don't need to work that out. So see if you can't prove that, don't panic. All right. Calculate x, the width of the border. You can do that without doing anything in part A. You already get given what you need to put in the formula. All right. So that 4x squared
That's always about you.
for part B, I didn't have to work that out. That part is given to me. That's given in the question. So they'll do that. All right. I genuinely don't know what they're saying with 2x minus 2x equals 1. That just gibberish. That doesn't mean anything.
Does it possibly mean, like, you know how you've said that there's like an X at either end
So
of
so
like,
2x is part of it, but your length. So write down an expression of the length of the card in terms of x. So the length of the card is 13 plus 2 x's. There's no other way
yeah.
of it. That's just gibberish. If anyone's got a tutor, ask them in case I'm talking rubbish, but that's just gibberish. I'd never talk rubbish.
Daniel, I'm gonna jump off. I'm not actually feeling well to kind of follow anything of what's happening. I'm gonna watch the video back tomorrow if that's all right.
No
My
problem.
head's just a bit fuzzy. Sorry.
No problem.
Thanks.
Yeah. Resume recording. All right. So you've got enough information to work out the area of the lawn. So the area of the lawn is that bit here. Okay. So in the question it gives you area of lawn. So you've got x, and you've got the fact that the length is 3 times its breadth. All right. So that bit there. So you've got x times 3x. So length times breadth. All right. Length times breadth equals x times 3x. So your area of the lawn is 3x squared. All right. Then it gives you the fact that the area of the lawn equals the area of the path. So let's try and work out the area of the path. Well, first, we've got enough information to establish the area of this whole area. All right. That whole area, including the lawn. Right, so that whole area again equal to length times breadth. The length is 3x plus 2. Okay, because you've got 3x is the length of the lawn plus 1 meter at the right hand side and 1 meter at the left hand side. Okay, then your breadth is, well, you've got the breadth of the lawn being x, right? So you've got that bit being x plus 1. You've got x plus 1, and you can solve that to x. However, that's the area of the whole thing. It's asking you for the area of the path. Area of the path is the whole thing minus the area of the lawn. Alright, so the area of the path is just that bit there. And I think this is genuinely the easiest way to do it. Unless I'm missing something. The area of the path is 5x plus 2. We want to get to this point. Alright, now it tells us the area of the lawn equals the area of the path. So we do that. Okay, we do area of lawn equal to area of path. Area of lawn was 3x squared. Area of path was 5x plus 2. Tidying that up, putting it all equating to 0, 3x squared minus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. And that's us proving that part. It's not particularly well worded in my eyes. This bit is a bit of a ball ache, truth be told, but that's where it takes you. I had to put the last bit into the formula, big one, I'm going to try and get into one. Okay, so even if you don't get that, all right, even if you can't see that, what you should still be able to do is using that formula, find the length of the lawn. The length of the lawn is 3x, all right, length. So we're trying to find x, all right, so solve this for x. So we just need to factorize it. All right, so we're taking the 3x squared minus 5x minus 2, and we're finding the factor, we're finding the roots of it. Now what I was saying is I never got the same answers that was shown. I tried to do or add multiply. can factorise it that way, which should work, but I seem to get the wrong answer. So what I'm going to do is try and put it in the formula. See what it spits out. Minus 5 squared is 25. 4 times 3 times negative 11. So 8, 24, root 1. No, probably not. 4 times 3 is 12, 24, so 25 plus 24 is 49. So it'll be plus or minus root of 49, which gives you 7.
Would it be minus 25 because it's minus 5 up the top?
Minus 5 squared. So if you minus, if you square a negative, you're negative 5 times negative 5, so the negative disappears.
Perfect.
So 5 plus 7 is 12 over 6. Right, so that'll give you a negative, so that's wrong. 12 over 6 would give you 2, and that does actually give you the right answer then. So if x equals 2, the length is equal to 3x. Tells you that in the question. So 3 times 2, 6. I don't know why that went wrong. How did that go wrong? Where did that go wrong? That is the right answer, by the way, so that's correct. Uh, 6 gets you negative 5, so it'd be negative 6. That's right. Yeah, you could have factorised that normal. Right, anyone still copying that? You could have factorised that normal. That could have been in a non-calculator paper. So 3x squared minus 5x minus 2. All right, with the add and multiply. Okay, remember when we've got a number in front of the x squared term, that number multiplies by our c term, so we're getting negative 6 there. So we need a plus or a minus, and a minus and a plus. 1 and 6, 2 or 3. Adding them together to make negative 5. So you're going to have negative 6 plus a positive 1. Okay, and that's our factors that go in. So remember, if we take that number in front of the x squared term,
I was just going to do that rather than multiply.
I usually see if it's now paper 2, just use the formula.
Yeah.
It's usually the formula. If you are to use the formula, we usually take a decimal point. It doesn't ask you for a decimal point there. And it's quite low numbers. Either way works. It gives you the same answer, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So 3x plus 1. that splits. E of x. We can use that, so it'd be x minus 2, x equals 2. So same answer. So you could have done it that way. I mixed up my negatives and positives. That's what I don't know. So both ways work in that respect. However, that was paper 2. So, but it doesn't ask for a decimal point. So either way, using the formula or using factorization, either way works, you get the same answer. A question. Number of diagonals. That's obscure. Try it. Won't be thrown by the change in letters. Read it, put in the numbers, try and make sense. This will be the last one we do. I'll give you a couple of minutes just to try and make sense of that. What that formula is actually saying.